That grease gun right there, I found that one. And that one I just bought today at Harbor Freight Tools. $14.99 or something like that. And yeah, I've never used a grease gun before in my life, but it seems like it did the trick. It's not squeaking anymore. I didn't know you had to bleed air from these things, and I don't know, do all kinds of other manipulating tricks. I put the tube. Yeah, see, it's not squeaking. I only put 2 screws on there, tighten them, only 2 on there because it needs a brake pad. But yeah, I put it together in the driveway here, and I was sitting in the car, and I had a grease explosion. Almost more than half of the grease came out of the tube and right onto the ground. Total waste. I don't know what the heck I was doing. So I Googled some YouTube videos, and on how to properly load a grease gun. And I guess there's an air bleeder valve, and I don't know. I struggled with it for probably a couple hours. I wanted to throw it out into the street once I dug that one out of the trash right there, but the thing was been sitting for so long, the grease is hard, so that's garbage. Yep, you can tell how old it is. Look at that old Valvoline tube right there. Well, I've never used one before, so in all the years of owning cars and driving and stuff like that, I've never once done this type of thing. Bondoing dents, removing rust, yep. Changing radiators, windshields, carpeting in cars, everything, radios, drive shafts, engines, starters, transmissions. I've done all that. I've never used a grease gun in my entire life. When it comes to like basic maintenance of anything, yeah, I'm not the guy. Somebody else can be that guy. I'm not that guy. Definitely not that guy. I should be that guy, because let me tell you, all you little leaguers, might be a good idea to put a little maintenance into the car. Save a lot of trouble, you know. Yeah, so I put 2 screws on tight, and I put the rest of them on. But yeah. When I was at Harbor Freight, I forgot to get the charger buy a charger for my battery-powered impact. Cause that thing's awesome. I think it doesn't have the power of it's that Chicago Electric. That's kind of generic. Doesn't really have the torque of Makita or a DeWalt. But it's great for taking like lawnmowers apart and stuff. pop the blade off, and then the 3 screws to hold the motor to the body. And get a 10 steps and cut the accelerator cable or whatever you want, the throttle, and the motor's off. It takes maybe, with the impact, it takes maybe 1 minute tops to rip the motor right out of there, and that's worth it. I guess that's what some of you guys call that micro scrapping. That's not really micro scrapping, that's processing. You're processing the scrap. So anyway, this caliper hangs up, and these pads are shot, or at least one is. This one's still good, right here. Still got a lot of material on there, but this one right here, not so much. This rotor's worn kind of thin too. But anyway, this caliper hangs up. This thing doesn't spin freely when it's... I separated it already, and I want to take this off. And, I don't know. It's not grinding yet, but should I wait that long? There's really not that much friction material left on this pad. To do or not to do? That is the question. I never got a chance to look at this rear wheel back here, because I know there's some trouble going on back there. And I've got some halfway decent tools, but this is just some garbage that I garbage picked a long time ago and saved. And yeah, well, I got a new air conditioning guy contact, and let my daughter use the phone today, and or last day of school, and I missed that call. That's for darn sure. Kind of mad about that. But the guy claims that he took it to the shop office. See, that one might be stuck, and I don't want to strip that. Knowing my luck, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to end up stripping it. Yeah. One of the commenters on my channel is like, did somebody make a voodoo doll of you? I'm like, yeah, somebody made 100 of them. With all the shit luck I got. Yes, I do. I have some gnarly ass luck, man. And as you can see from what I'm doing, I'm using an air ratchet as a ordinary ratchet, because hey, that is the scrap life right there. All right, you make do with what you got. Got it for free. I don't think it works. I never used it the proper way, connecting it to an air compressor, because in the earlier videos, I've mentioned how I've never had the sense of permanence. Having a sense of permanence means you could drop anchor and declare something or someplace your forever home and where you're going to be for quite some time. Okay? And I've never once in my life had that feeling, even though I've been here for 14 years at this stupid house here. Okay, I've been here that long, but I've never had a feeling of permanence, because you can't really set up shop here. And what I'm doing here in my driveway, whether I'm doing it in my driveway or in my garage, is illegal. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The government doesn't drive around after 5 o'clock Monday through Friday, and they don't drive around on the weekend. The office is closed, so the lady next door can call all she wants, and nobody's gonna come, because unless I'm doing something threatening public safety or illegal, the cops won't come. So I'd have to be smashing beer bottles out in the street for the police to come, or something like that. Otherwise the police won't come, which is pretty cool, because they're like, they even told me once, they're like, that's not our thing, we don't really care what you do as long as you're not doing anything illegal. I'm like, yep, that's a good attitude that they have. I thought they were more worn out than this, but apparently not. But this, oh Lord, this stupid thing will not. I don't know if I need a new caliper or a new hose or both or what, but yeah, it's King, use both hands. I know that. I'm making a video. If I wasn't making the video, I'd yep. There you go. I would consider this to be just about used up. There's a little bit of friction material left, but as you can see, the wear indicators are about to come bursting through there. So this is the King in his operation. I'm gonna put that pad back on. Why would you do that, Kingdom? Alright kids, I'll show you why. I'll show you how it goes in the Kingdom. I'm gonna put a new pad, if I can find that one. It's the one with the clips. Probably laying in the trash heap on the passenger side. For heaven's sakes, right? The kids cleaned out Mom's car and threw the trash the last day of school. They threw schoolwork, stuff that was in the kids' locker at school, pop cans. No, for real. I mean, anybody watching this channel can tell. But anyway, there we go. Here's a pad with a little more beef on it, right? Kingdom. Now that's just nuts. Why would you put some old used? I know. Why? I don't know why. There you go. There's a brand new one. Look at that. Here's a used one. It's not as used up as the other one. There's a brand new one. You're gonna have to. You're making more work. You're well. The caliper hangs up, kind of. So I need to replace the caliper. I need to replace the rotor. And probably need to replace this hose. Because something's making this thing, you know, when you step on the brake, this drum is supposed to retract again. And it doesn't do that. And since I can't get it to go, let's see if the video shows it. Okay, since I can't get this drum to go all the way back in there, if I put new pads on here, they'll be too thick to fit. And I won't be able to get the caliper on. And then I won't be able to drive the vehicle at all. And then I won't be able to figure out if the squeak is gone after my first chassis lube in my entire lifetime. Yeah, squeeze that on there. Usually I could do it with one hand, but I don't think that's in the cards. A little piece of rust or something. So, there's enough material on there. Ooh, that will not seat. That will not move back. Kingdom, why don't you go around? I don't have money. Like, all these suggestions on why I don't do stuff. Does it ever occur to anybody that I'm not the Donald, okay? I simply don't have the money. I'm a scrapper. I don't have a real job. Scrappers can make great money. Why don't you get a hammer? Well, because they can't reach right behind me and get a hammer. And I'm fat. And I'm tired. And I don't feel like getting up if I don't have to. If that makes any sense. If I could save myself from getting up, that's what I'll do. But apparently, this is not going well. And as I'm saying I have to get up and grab a hammer, I just realized I'm putting my camera up against the freaking hammer. Shows you what I know. And oh god, having ADHD, I don't know, it could be right in front of me and I forget it's there. It's that simple. Hard to believe, but it's that simple. Why don't you get some WD-40? That stuff sucks. This is a great YouTube channel called the Scotty Kilmer channel. And yeah, Scotty Kilmer. He's got like millions of viewers. He's got like 6 million subscribers. He's really good. I noticed, well, first of all, he likes Toyotas, but that's besides the point. He doesn't, maybe I've seen this on his channel, but I always see him spraying WD-40. I don't know if that's because it's a sponsor thing or what, but that stuff sucks. So if my channel gets monetized, I don't care if they ever advertise on my channel. That stuff's garbage. This is the stuff right here. This is a real deal. There's nothing better than this that I've found, that I've used. That WD-40 is, that's a long ago has been. That's something like some 80-year-old grandpa would be like, get some WD-40, you know, because that's, I don't know, that's what they grew up with, or that's all they know. But that is in there, man. This son of a gun is, this is locked and loaded. There's no getting around that. That is in there. I'm gonna have to let this stuff soak. I'll place it somewhere where it can't move. Get a string, get a cord, get a cable, get a wire, get a bungee cord. Hang it up by the, yeah, I know. I don't have that. It's like a, that would be like a plethora of tools. And you gotta figure when I'm doing something, even though I might have 500 bungee cords and countless amounts of cable, wire, cords, something to tie that up with, ain't nothing handy, and I never figured on needing it for this repair, so therefore I don't have it. You know what I mean? I mean, I would have to think of every possibility, every item that I would ever possibly need doing this repair. I'd be dragging tools out here for weeks. Then they would get rained on, then they would get rusted, then they would get stolen. Yeah. So, minimalist. These are the best tools. Just use your hands for just about everything that you could possibly get something done with. And then if you have to, well then, I guess you're gonna need some tools. Yeah, that yard, they've gotten strict about like broken glass and stuff, but they're still taking lots of plastic. That yard I went to today, but it's the glass. As soon as they see glass, man, they're like white on rice. They don't want it. Not for me, not from anybody. I guess because anytime when the price, see if the price was going up and climbing up, those guys would not be anywhere around any of the trucks. We'd be like standing over by the heavy machinery shooting the breeze. But anytime the price is like in flux or there's like doubt in the market, that place does not want to, they don't want to get caught overpaying for garbage. So anybody that's never been to some of these yards, it doesn't totally make sense to them. But if the price is going up, they don't really pay attention to what's coming in. But if the price looks like it's a little bit shaky, or it might start going down, those yard inspector guys, they are out there. And they are hovering over. They have extra guys out there. They had 4 guys out there. Usually they only have 1 guy. They have 4 guys checking out the trucks in the yard. And there was only, what, 6 or 7 trucks? So, yep, plenty of time to... Alright, well, I gotta let that stuff soak. I'm eager to take this truck around and see if spending like over 2 hours with that Harbor Freight thing and fiddle faddling with that piece of crap that I found, and I did what I'm really famous at, taking shit apart, losing a few pieces, and never putting it back together again. And with that, I'm going to... Man, the neighbor's grass is so green. And mine is so weedy. And with that, the day looks like it's getting on. Sun went down. I'll see you in the next video.